And this is not a, like, I'm not one to entertain that this is a simple distraction narratives, okay? This is quite literally and deliberately a distraction. This is perhaps the biggest, like, please pay attention to this and nothing else. Do not ask about Jeffrey Epstein. Ask questions about this instead. Like, it's the most overt version of actively trying to get people off your tail. Actively trying to get people off your tail. The New York Times wrote about Brett Cooper and they misquoted me. Brett Cooper is spreading conservatism one celebrity drama at a time. The left has shown respect for Ms. Cooper's approach. While the Soundpiker progressive streamer is accused her of copying his own internet-y cadence, he has complimented her decent job of covering apolitical topics with sometimes subtle, sometimes not so subtle right-wing tilt. That's not a misquote. That's correct. Mr. Piker has a massive audience too, with nearly 3 million followers on Twitch. Brett Cooper's popping off spectacular in ways that I could never even imagine for myself. Mr. Piker 33 said this year on channel, she's cooking. 20 years ago, hosting a cable show might have been a dream for someone like Cooper or Mr. Piker. Today, with traditional television in decline, more on-air talent is going independent. Ms. Cooper has already started her own shingle, having departed the Daily Wire to start the Brett Cooper Show on YouTube in January. No, that was an honest assessment, and I stand by it. Okay, but it does sound like you're a fan. I mean, I will sometimes offer real analysis from a media perspective. It's like when I talk about Alex Jones. Like, I say Alex Jones in his peak was a profoundly entertaining figure. He's not a force of good, right? But he is still very much an entertaining figure. Okay, more quotes. Apparently, my criticism. Modern day Hitler. Netanyahu slammed by the right for a podcast appearance full of whoppers. Netanyahu's appearance on the Nelk Boys Far Right podcast and their softball questions of the PM amid mass starvation in Gaza caused outrage among leftists and the MAGA-loving manosphere alike. This is from Ben Samuels, writing from Washington for Haaretz. Previously visited Israel in 2023, indicated an awareness of the MAGA media landscape and the so-called manosphere of podcasters, streamers, and YouTubers that helped Trump make significant inroads ahead of the 2024 election. During the episode, Netanyahu repeated his well-established praise for Trump and attacked New York mayoral candidate Zohar Mamdani in more explicit terms than he has before. Netanyahu also spent a valuable time during a highly anticipated interview espousing his preference for Burger King over McDonald's. Immediately following the episode's publication, the manosphere exploded with condemnation over their failure to critically question Netanyahu, as well as their decision to platform the prime minister. On YouTube, the episode received more than 3 times the number of dislikes to likes, with right-wing content creator Sneeko, an avowed critic of Israel, circulating a clip of the host saying, "We are so not qualified to do this. That's what's interesting about this. We should just not be doing this." When you're right, you're right. Maybe stick to sports betting. Promoting alcohol and gambling, says Nico, who has previously faced bans from YouTube and Twitch comments deemed anti-Semitic. Nick Fuentes, prominent white nationalist and popular live streamer, joined in attacking the Nelk Boys with a trivial questioning of Netanyahu. You're talking about fucking Whoppers? Fuentes said on his podcast, friend of Burger King's signature burger, that Netanyahu expressed his love for. You're genociding 2 million people. Incredibly weak. I'm incredibly fat. I have pain all over my body. I am 238 pounds. Like, when I got back from Vegas, I looked at the scale and it shot all the way up to like 244 or something, which was crazy. So not only did I gain weight, but I also didn't actually put on muscle in the process. The host, meanwhile, explicitly acknowledged the backlash while live streaming later in the day. It's a good point. Someone said having Netanyahu on is like having modern day Hitler on, which honestly, it's a good point. We're here to fucking learn. Be honest. Forgar said. The Nelk Boys then invited some of the critics on their stream directly to address the controversy, including both Sneeko and Fuentes. He's going to come on your show and try to get all the young conservative frat guys back in the pocket of Israel. They see you as PR for Israel doing damage control for Netanyahu, Fuentes said to the nodding host. It seems pretty unpopular and transparent that Netanyahu took the interview for that purpose. Sneeko then told the Nelk Boys that Netanyahu was worse than Hitler. Oh, damn. They linked my actual fucking clip. They linked my Haaretz linked my actual. This is like a jailable offense, dude, in Israel. I feel like linking a terrorist broadcaster like myself and her YouTube page. Arden Steinberg, however, did not only explicitly address the Netanyahu episode with critics on the right. They convened with Hassan Piker, the left-wing Twitch streamer who has found himself at odds with the Jewish establishment organizations over his vociferous criticism of the Gaza war. Would you interview Adolf Hitler during the Holocaust if you had the opportunity? Probably not, right? We had less information on the Holocaust while it was happening than we do on this modern iteration of a genocide because we get to see it in real time, Piker told him on their kick stream. Just because we have someone on doesn't necessarily mean a W for the guest, they told Piker. Our viewers are fucking smart. I'm well equipped to have a conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu. I can turn around and tell him the World Food Program has said there's no evidence to suggest Hamas is stealing hate. You don't have that follow-up in that situation, Piker said. Jewish left-wing podcaster Adam Friedland, the Jewish left-wing podcaster Adam Friedland, millennial Jon Stewart, also joined and said, you say it's just a podcast, but you don't realize there's a gravity there, and powerful people want access to your platform. Cool Adam, the millennial Bill Maher. Powerful people want access to your platform and have a fucking agenda. The Palestinians were dispossessed. Everywhere they go, they get killed. And if we can't see ourselves in that, it's a shanda, Friedland added, using the Yiddish term for shame to reject Steinberg's invocation of his own Judaism during the podcast. Damn, this is like pretty fucking solid assessment. Shouts out to Haaretz once again, the only Israeli outlet that has given me decent takes. Instead of roundly condemning me as a fucking vicious anti-Semite like Times of Israel did, putting me up there next to people like fucking Sneeko and Nick Fuentes. When the host tried defending it by insisting they disagree with Netanyahu, Friedland retorted, you collaborated with him. Piker, meanwhile, called Netanyahu infinitely worse than Hamas while insisting the Israeli military's conduct is a million times worse than anything Hamas could have ever done. A recent Pew survey published in April found that the 53% of Americans now hold an unfavorable opinion on Israel, an 11-point increase from March 2022. The Nelk Boys, meanwhile, said they will give the other side the opportunity to respond to Netanyahu in their next episode without specifying who it'll be. That's just the way we roll, bro. Someone has to do it. What a refreshing change of pace to see a news outlet actually fucking just, cover the things that I did say. Rather than adding on additional unnecessary qualifiers, making it seem as though I have said things that I haven't said, or acting as though I have some sort of cynical underlying purpose. We live now in an unprecedented time where if someone is anti-Semitic, they don't need to shelter the world from their anti-Semitism. They can just openly say that they're anti-Semitic. And it's really interesting to me that my critics still try to hold on to this old hat method of being like, actually Hassan is anti-Semitic. I promise. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? It's like when someone tries to tell me I'm transphobic. When someone on the right, or even someone who's like an apolitical centrist, who's not exactly fond of trans people, will be like, Hassan's transphobic. I'm like, bitch, what do you mean? If I was transphobic, I'd be getting clout off of that. Like, is literally, it's clouded. It's popular position, especially on the internet, to be transphobic. And honestly, it's increasingly becoming the popular position to be anti-Semitic too. I'm still thinking about my cousin responding to my pick in 2021 saying, he's anti-Semitic, right? If he knew you were Jewish, he wouldn't be so nice. Yeah, I would have beaten your ass, Megaphonics, when you came up to me if I knew you were Jewish. It just doesn't make any sense. It just truly does not make any sense whatsoever. When these guys will be like, this guy's anti-Semitic, he's just hiding it. It's like, why would I? Why would I do that? If it's something that I believed, especially in this day and age, look at fucking Nick Fuentes, look at Sneeko, look at Myron Gaines. These guys all have these guys are literally growing their platforms by being openly anti-Semitic, okay? Yeah, Dan Bilzerian, Candace Owens. It just doesn't make any sense when they say these like stupid things. But it is what it is. Yeah, you got motherfuckers on Jubilee being out and about open Nazis, People saying that they're like openly fascist. It's crazy to me. Anyway, Chud Grouper and Holocaust Rape Grouper also too blowing up off of anti-Semitism. Yeah, nowadays, people will go on a larger platform and declare to the world openly that they are just a straightforward fascist. Okay? And in that process, if they suffer any repercussions whatsoever, they can just turn around and literally farm donos off of that from other fascists. Like that one fat fascist who went on the Mehdi Hassan thing and was like, "Oh, I'm a fascist. Ha ha ha. Do you have a problem with that?" And then he claimed to get fired, which apparently is also a lie, turns out. Turns out he had already been laid off months prior, apparently. And he'll just be like, "Oh no, I got fired from my job for being a fascist. Can you please give me money?" And then he can make 30 grand off that. And it's like, it's just, that's the time and place that we're in now. That's the meta. Like, there was that one woman who called the black child the N-word, and then straight up made like hundreds of thousands of dollars off that. There was that. There's that other guy who was yelled at by Dave Portnoy. There was the other guy who got yelled at by Dave Portnoy because he had like his buddies went and got bought a thing at one of Dave Portnoy's bars just to like kill all Jews or something, like the bar thing that they did. And then that dude also raised $100,000. It's just crazy. It's just completely crazy. You can just farm that now. That's just, being a bad person literally pays at this point. Like, not even a joke. And speaking of bad people and being a bad person, getting paid to be a bad person, let's take a look at the White House. Caroline Leavitt is currently doing a press conference, briefing the members of the media, July 23rd, 2025.
Forward with interviewing Ms. Maxwell.
A lot of the people are asking questions about how Congress went into recess a day early because they didn't want to put up a Jeffrey Epstein vote, and what that really is about. What's going on? Why Trump is just running away from this Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has tried numerous different ways of throwing like a smoke grenade or a flashbang in this direction to get the trail off of this Jeffrey Epstein stuff, because his own base of support is just kind of collapsing in and of itself, because they're like, why won't you give us information on Jeffrey Epstein? Like, did you have sex with Jeffrey Epstein? What's actually happening? And basically they've tried everything at this point. First Trump was like, it's a hoax, it's a Democrat hoax, it's whatever, don't talk about this, please, it's boring, why are you still talking about this, don't talk about this any further. Or the Clintons actually did this, and then they weirdly put their own name in the pile for some reason. And now they've done like a string of different like dispersion techniques, distraction techniques, like trying to make people focus all of their attention on other stuff. They released like all of the MLK files, I guess, the other day. Then they launched an investigation into Barack Obama, which Donald Trump has explicitly stated he is using as a mechanism of distraction away from the Epstein stuff. So we shall see where this goes. The Obama stuff might actually work because, like, Republicans do hate him a lot. And they're looking into potentially prosecuting Barack Obama, which is the funniest way to try and move away from the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, is just like relitigating Barack Obama's attempts at throwing the election in favor of Hillary Clinton in 2016, which failed, okay? It failed. Trump literally became president. You won, dog. What do you mean? What is this sore loser shit? Like, you haven't figured out a new meta since 2016? Yeah, he's also blocking a stadium agreement if the Commanders don't change their name back to the Indians. I guess like that's like another thing, but I don't think that has a lot of motion, is what I mean. Yeah, Hillary buttery emails, Benghazi, Benghazi, Benghazi. They're just like hitting all of the lines over and over again, and it hasn't worked. A federal judge has rejected unsealing Epstein's grand jury documents, and this just happened. Also, this just in. And not only that, but also Donald Trump's own lawyer, who was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer as well, is now working with the DOJ and is directly talking to the Ghislaine Maxwell team. Ghislaine Maxwell, pardon, incoming. Who knows what she'll say? Ghislaine Maxwell obviously is Jeffrey Epstein's. Ghislaine Maxwell is obviously Jeffrey Epstein's associate. As you guys know, real quick, Cutie got caught glazing you. Wait, what?
The funny thing is Hassan is like the sweetest little muffin.
Is he? Hassan scares the fuck out of me.
Really?
Yes.
In what way?
He's a huge dude.
I mean, he's tall, but like he's sweet.
Dude, AI has gotten so crazy.
That's
you
crazy.
know?
Okay, well, she said it. She said it. She said it. That's not AI, man. That's real. I've literally never heard her say that in my entire life. Not even in like private correspondence. Okay? I'm legitimately shocked that those words came out of her mouth. That's not AI. Shut the fuck up, chat. Shut the fuck up. That's not AI. That's not AI. It's real. She said it. This is the most shocking. A lot of you are saying this is AI because you want the attention to move away from the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Okay? That's what it is. This makes no sense. Okay? I'm short-circuiting a little bit.
Sweet.
Is he?
Yeah, he's so sweet.
He's not mean, but he's not.
Oh, he
I
is
wouldn't say he's like
sweet.
sweet.
Oh my god, he is so sweet.
Okay, but
Let me tell you, every single time I see his son, he gives me a hug, like he's like, ah, and he like squeezes me tight. He's like, the funny thing is Hassan.
Who is that?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hassan doesn't believe women confirmed. I believe women. I believe the woman on screen right now. Okay? The earlier version.
What is
Mid-30s, like 34. It means like I'm about to be mid-30s. But in any case, yeah, this is it. This is what's happening. Did you do your interview with Kyrie Irving? No. No, I did not. But I got a haircut. Then I took Kaya to the park. There was a bunch of fans there, low key. I played like shit though. I played some basketball. Took Kaya to the park. Kaya got to hang out with her friends at the park because my trainer was also there, and his dogs were also there. And she ran around. I played a full court game. We got destroyed. And then I played a bunch of like 2v2s and I got destroyed again. And the reason for why is because I had eaten a lot of chicken beforehand. And when I actually eat a bunch of chicken, or when I don't work out fasted, which is what I'm used to, I have some issues. I was getting destroyed. I mean, I also didn't really have like the best teammates, but it is what it is. Yeah. The chicken debuff, it happened. It's all good though. Got some good cardio out of it. This morning I woke up, went to the gym, feel like absolute utter dog. Feel like absolute utter dog shit. It's still good to do some movement. It's still good to actually get some work out of the way, but which is why I have to cut. I'm on a severe deficit currently. Fasted for like almost 48 hours after. Fasted for almost 48 hours. And now I'm on a severe restricted deficit where I'm not even getting enough protein, which is the reason why my recovery is not great. And if you don't eat enough protein, you put yourself at risk of injury as well. So you're going to get stone locked for sure today? Probably not. Tulsi is live right now on Fox News. Conspiracy maxing? Sure, we'll take a look at that. What's the deficit for a 245 6'4" man? For a normal 245 6'4" man, a deficit would probably be anywhere from like 3,000 calories to 3,200 calories, something like that. But for me, my deficit is like incredibly severe. I'm not even going to talk about it. It sounds like a horrible diet approach. No, I have to do it. I had to restart my lock-in diet. Because my dad's been here, gained too much fucking weight. I've just been munching. I've been eating like crazy. But my metabolism is incredibly slow, which is why I have to have a severe deficit. Anyway, we just got to reorient the system, lock in, get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You already know what it is, you know? But yeah, here's a pic of you at the protest. Oh, nice. Looking good. This looks chill. Hell yeah. Let's go. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I'm weak. I'm fat. I feel like shit, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix all of it. Okay? Don't you worry about a thing, baby. I'm gonna fix all of that. You're eating at 3K calories and that's a deficit? That's crazy. No, I'm not. My deficit is, in order for me to sit at a deficit, comfortable deficit, I have to eat 2,000 calories a day. But right now I'm even eating less than that, like 1,500 calories a day currently. But it's all good. We just need to shock the system a little bit, you know, kick it in the high gear. Oh my God, Oliver. Okay, I'm gonna fucking play the goddamn Chinese Wukong copy. Okay, holy shit, you're crazy. You just keep spamming it in the chat. You're like Megaphonics, but for the From Software clones. I got it, man. I got it. Yes. I will test this game out. I came to learn, not to thirst, Lamau. Okay. Random as hell. Have you heard about the stuff going on with V Shoujo? I haven't really paid close attention to what's going on with V Shoujo, but I think they just like are scammers, right? They scammed Iron Mouse. Anyway, that's it. That's it. That's all I got. Let's blast off. Let's do it. We got so much to cover today. Low effort blast off meme. V Shoujo donated to the wrong IDF. Maybe they embezzled 500K in charity donations. That's pretty ruthless. Seems pretty bad. That's not good. That's not good at all. They scammed the good IDF. Yeah, if they scammed the bad IDF, that'd be fine. They didn't pay a bunch of streamers, some since September of last year too. Okay, well, I'll take a look at it for sure when the time comes. I feel like that's an important event. Is important enough news for sure. You should cover it. It was on your docket. What are your birthday plans? Just a chill dinner. That's it. They committed charity fraud for 500K and have withheld pay for employees for months. Yeah, New York Times wrote a not a genocide article. I know. New York Times does more genocide denial as Israel continues starving Gaza. Congress takes early recess to not cover Epstein. The chart at the White House right now. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna cover that as well. Trump begs GOP to talk about Obama instead of Epstein Connect. MAGA still mad. Ukraine ex Russia. Colombia caves to Trump plus Israel. There's so much. Oh my God, there's so much. Colombia is so cowardly. Oh. All right, let's do it. Is Tulsi Gabbard dropping the Obama bullshit to take the heat off the Trump and Epstein shit? Yes. Normally, I wouldn't say like, oh, people have the capacity to pay attention to multiple things at the same time.